We're live. Hi. I know people are slowly trickling in. Let's talk about U.S. Women's National Team versus Germany. If you are new here, I am live on both TikTok and live on YouTube, so you can pick your poison. Tends to be a little bit easier to get me to see comments on YouTube versus TikTok just because of the volume, but you never know. If you didn't see it, our lineup is out. We have everybody available. Everybody's available for the first time this tournament, and I say that meaning that Jaden Shaw is also available on the bench. Hey, Stevie B. Hey, Molly. Cameron, I am in Oakland. That is where I am. So that is where I am. Like, I split time between Oakland and Los Angeles. So, Jacob, let's go. That is the energy. Starting lineup thoughts. Do I think Shaw will see time? I don't think Shaw will see time. Starting lineup thoughts. I'm happy about it. What's my biggest concern for this game? I do worry that Germany will actually be more effective without Pop in the midfield. That is my biggest concern. I kind of thought that was, I get why they were doing it and why they were nervous about it, but I also thought they should have just put her up top anyway. So I wonder if that gets better. A boy named Blue on YouTube. Good morning, right back to you. So Germany has Schuler out. Germany has Pop out. I don't know if Pop is as much of a loss just because of the fact that they haven't played her in her best position. They pulled her back to defensive mid to try to make up for Oberdorf not being there. And she's been fine, serviceable, but like not even a player I would note versus like when she's up top, like, she's there. So good morning, Tori. Good morning, Kimberly over on YouTube. The game time is great. The 9 a.m. is great. I did not need to get up for another 6 a.m. I am out of early morning live shape. And if y'all follow me during Arsenal season, you know that I usually don't go live pre-match for Arsenal just because it is often so early. I usually only go live post-match. So, I was wondering why you weren't live. Then I realized, yeah, there you go. I'm live. I'm here. I see what you're saying, Cameron. You're like, I was not trying to ask your location. That's weird. Okay. No, you're good. I mean, either way, it's fine. People often ask where I am. So let's see. What I think Emma Hayes is focused on the last few days, probably set pieces, would be my guess. And then just reintegrating the healthy folks. Let's see. Sub predictions. Yeah, Lynn Williams for sure. I think Lynn Williams comes in for sure. And then everything else I think just depends on how it's going. Early or late goal. Ooh, I don't know. I think late. I think this is gonna stay even longer than we think it's going to. I think there's also a chance we just come out and railroad them. So but yeah, update on Fox. She's in, she's starting, so she's clearly healthy. Which is great. If Morgan were rostered, I think she would have played. I think she would have had to at some point if she had been rostered, just by a squad rotation. So, Shaw minutes today, probably not. Another low block, absolutely not. I don't see it. Listen, Germany's strength is their attack. Their attack looks great. Their defense, a lot less so. So if I'm Germany, I'm going to come out and try to get some goals because I think they can. We very easily last game could have ended up being down 2 or 3 instead of just the 1. So let's see. But I think we're just gonna come out. I think this is gonna be a fun one. I love the matchup of our front three against their back line. Could they do something different? They could, but I just don't think they have the personnel for that. But yeah, I think this could be like 2015 World Cup final ugly. Like I think this could be like very easily potentially a 3-0 like out the gate. I see that as something that could happen, but I do think it's more likely, just given how fatigued the teams are, this is like a 0-0 stalemate and then it breaks at the end. So will Haran play better today? Yes. I absolutely think Lindsay Haran will play better today. One, just because I think this matchup suits her style of play more. She's not going to have that mid block that kind of traps her in. Greyhouse, thank you for the community heart. Appreciate you. Or community fest is what we're calling it. Okay. I have to switch back between women's volleyball and soccer. Yeah. The volleyball's fun. Let's see. I want someone to piss Haran off before the match. Yeah, completely agree. Let's get her angry, right? Let's get her angry. Let's see. Thoughts on Yami, or on Yomi rather. Yeah, like she's very good. Probably should have been on the starting 18 to begin with, or the 18 person roster for Germany. If you aren't familiar, she starts for Eintracht Frankfurt. She's had a fantastic season. It was a little surprising that she did not make the 18 person roster. So, I think very much like we've seen with all of the alternates, when they come onto the roster, they're not really getting time meaningfully. So, I don't expect to see her have actual minutes. Let's see. Pop may be good, although the other forward out is that better for us. Let's see. Tiffany, thank you for the roses. Greyhouse, thank you for the community fest. Tiffany, thank you again for the roses. Schuler being out, I think is a net positive for us. Pop, that may be a net positive for them. You never know too. Sometimes forced rotation is good. There's so many things like that could happen with this that maybe, like I said, maybe them having Pop not available forces them to actually consider a different option. If her hand plays wide today, I'm gonna unfollow her on Instagram. Anyomi's starting? Oh wow. Okay. Well, honestly, good on them. That's the correct decision. She's very good. So that's a little nervy, but you know what? Who's more tired, USA or Germany? I think probably equal. Just because everybody had to go pretty long that last match. Germany with some forced rotation here due to injury. US having players come back from forced rotation. Injuries to Schuler and Pop, yes. That's why they are not there. Will Marta play today against Spain? No, her appeal was denied. So she will not play today against Spain. She will be in the bronze medal match. She will be in the gold medal match, depending on which one it is. I do think it'll be bronze. I know people are I know people want to see a Spain upset. I want to see a Spain upset, but I don't. Like no, like Spain has looked beatable, but Brazil has not really at any point looked convincing either. So like that match against France, if you go back and watch it, was not about Brazil looking good at all. It was about France playing pretty bad. Like France did not play well. And as bad as France played, Brazil honestly should have had even more chances. So could we beat Brazil? Yeah. Sorry. I'm like, I don't mean to say it that like callously, right? Because obviously like this is a rough tournament. The fatigue goes on. Like they're going to be doing it for Marta. They're going to be digging in. Very talented squad, but like Tarsiane has had to put this team on her back. Rafa's had to put this team on her back. Like they cannot find a midfield that they like. If Brazil beats Spain today, I will be very surprised. Let's see. Maybe Foxy just went down to get a break. I mean, she only went down in the last like minute. So, but she's good. She's good. Everybody thinks Brazil's going to beat Spain. All right, I like it. Thoughts on Niskin? Very good. Another problem in there for us generally. I don't think she's had the best tournament for Germany. I think she's a very talented player, and they don't seem to utilize her optimally. Gvin is very good. Don't disagree either. Like, listen, their best players are in their attack. Like Gvin, Brand. I don't think Niskin has had a particularly impressive tournament. I do think she's very good. But those two flying at ya, and now Anyomi, it's going to be interesting. No Pop today, correct. Pop is injured, so Pop is out. So 2-game ban for Marta seems sus. Listen, your red card ban should be a standard 1-game ban unless it's egregious. It should get raised if there is something egregious about it. It was a clear red card. It wasn't like something where I'm thinking she needs to be punished by more than that. Like it happens. But it wasn't that. So Haran is a much better 10. Haran is not a 6. Who's your MVP of the tournament so far? I think Crystal Dunn has been underrated, but I don't think she's going to be MVP status. I do think it's Trinity right now. But I think today is going to be a Sophia Smith or a Lynn Williams day. That's just my thought. I think today is going to be a Germa. Listen, Germa's always great though. Germa's always great, and there's been a few moments where she's really had to do stuff. I don't know if she's had to work that much. I'm just throwing that out there. And some of that is on being a really great center back where you're in the right spot and it looks easy. But like Naomi Germa is very good. So let's see. Fletcher Christian. But the Spain is not as good as a few months ago or even a year ago in the World Cup. They don't play Tiki Taka 2.0. Not even 1.0, maybe 0.5. They're missing being great, creating art all the time. So yeah, like look, this Spain team is beatable. This Spain, like very beatable. I do think like Brazil could beat them. I think the winner of this game could beat them. I don't think Brazil's going to beat them though. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think Brazil's been kind of a hot mess. Just for being honest. So let's see. Backline MVP is Fox has been great. Like, listen, I love that we're fighting over who had the best tournament because that's wonderful that we all can have different opinions on this so far. Who is the captain in this game? Okay. Y'all on TikTok, if you say I feel like I'm ignoring you, I'm not. It's just that it goes so fast on TikTok. If you want to make sure I see your comment, go to YouTube because on YouTube there's only 63 of you and on TikTok there are 647 of you. So I'm not ignoring your comment. It is still Haran who is captain. it will be Germa long term, I think. But Emma Hayes has said publicly she likes to rotate her captains. Caitlin, thank you for the rose. Appreciate you. Yeah, comments are fast. No, like I'm literally like, y'all know me. I don't dodge questions. I don't. It's just sometimes I legit don't see you. So either just keep posting your question or move over to YouTube where I can see you. So 63 is too many. Oh, there's 65 now, Matthew. There's 65 in here now. So, it's getting pretty crowded over on YouTube. Will the Germans deploy a low block? Absolutely not. I mean, listen, they could. I think that would be very dumb for them. I do. Their talent is in their attack. They need to just go and attack. I think if I'm Germany, I'm trying to get out 2 to 3. So it's just their defense is their weak point here. Let's see. Do I think Spain is beatable? Yes. Isn't Germany coming in hurt? Also, yes. So let's see. How much of a switch up do you think there will be after the Olympics? I think there will be, I think some people will be swapped out. I think pretty much anybody on the other side of 30, the wrong side or whatever you want to call it. I call it the wrong side, but I'm happy to be here personally. It's not so knock on that. It's just that you need to be looking ahead to 2027 because that is your next major tournament as the US. So 2027, is this player still going to be there and be somebody to work in? So, okay. I'm like, I see a lot of Haran had a horrible last game from the same commenter. Nobody disagrees with you there. Haran's last game was bad. I don't think that Lindsay Haran would disagree with you. It was a rough go. So there you go. Anyone else notice that Germa is the face of many articles? Yeah, they've been pushing her out, and I think that's the right move. So Germany got to be sad about Davidson back. Yeah. Just keep attacking Hendrick and Hegering, please. Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that. I think honestly, like play them in. Just play them in. TNT Sports Brazil is reporting that Alexia won't be starting for Spain. Interesting. I mean, yeah, she tends to rotate out. So, who are they? Flossie, do they say who is going to be doing that? Who is starting instead? How can Germany beat USA today? I think you just come out guns blazing with the attack. I think you start really targeting the space between Coffee and the center backs. I would also but I think that's going to be harder to do today. I think it would have been an easier time with Coffee out. I think you would have an easier time with Sonnet in. So let's see, probably saving Alexia for the final. I mean, Alexia hasn't played, her minutes fluctuate over there. So let's see. Yeah, no, Davidson's quite young. Perfect midfield for after the Olympics. I would really like to. Okay, first of all, we get Lily Johannes, right? So that is an ideal one for me. I would really like to see Hal Hirschfeld get worked in. I think we have such an abundance of riches at the 10. So like Ashley Sanchez should come get another look. Obviously Croy Bethune I'd like to see keep getting time, but I would really like to see us developing out the 6 and the 8 a little bit more with other options. Jalen Howell, I don't understand why she hasn't been called in. She's been playing just pretty well for Racing Louisville consistently for a while. And I think she's got a nice physicality that our midfields tend to lack. So I'd like to see her getting worked in. Do I think we'll see Jaden at all this tournament? It depends how this goes today. But yeah, I was going to guess Hermoso as well instead of Pateas. So that makes sense. I think Hermoso's been coming off the bench and doing pretty well. So excited for me official returning. Don't disagree. Why do I think Spain looks beatable? What changed? What are they missing? They just don't look as cohesive. Like they're just not, they don't seem to be punishing on the attack. And frankly, there are defensive liabilities that are still there and have always been there just by nature of not having, Moppy Leone, frankly. So, and teams are taking advantage of it. So let's see. How long do I think Alyssa is going to be able to play after the Olympics? I think Alyssa can make another World Cup if she wants. Keep in mind, goalkeepers, different career lifespan. Goalkeepers can pretty easily play, most of them at top form until they're almost 40 or so. So Alyssa can play all the way to the next World Cup if that's what she wants to do. It's just a question of whether she would like it. Let's see. Could I see Morgan getting called up for the friendlies versus Argentina and England? I mean, if they want to give her a send-off, sure. But I don't see her working back into this just for the same reasons we talked about a second ago, right? I think anybody over 30, you got to look at what they're going to be like in 2027. And so especially for these players that are already 34, 35, like they're not going to be in the picture in 2027. So that's just a waste of development time, frankly, for fan service. So I don't see it. But Let's see. I hope Press gets called in for a send off. Listen, it would be nice to give everybody a proper send off. We could call in everybody for one more time. But I just, you know, 2027 seems far off. It's not that far off. So, thoughts on Rose's longevity? I think one of the most talented players in our pool currently. With some injury trouble, I think she should still be there in 2027. But again, her injury history is a little bit concerning. So we'll see if she stays healthy through that. Let's see. Fan service, aka how you make money. Yes, it is how you make money. But you got Emma Hayes in charge now. I don't know if she cares. So let's see. New captain will be Gurma. Thoughts on Haran? I think we need to, I hope she has a lights out game today. I think this gameplay will suit her more today than the last one did. I do think we need to develop non-Haran centric midfield options because right now there is not a permutation of this midfield that does not involve Lindsay Haran, and that is a problem. Sonnet in 2027, honestly, like first of all, she's younger than you think, but second of all, she's kind of like got that gritty thing where it's like, hell, maybe she'll be here in like 2031. I don't know. Like if anybody's gonna last like way longer than they should age-wise, it's gonna be Emily Sonnet. Let's see. Do I think this formation fits the US personnel best? No, but it's the one everybody's going with right now. 4-3-3 is the trendy formation, and then doing a 3-5-2 in possession, and sometimes dropping back to a 4-4-2. What is a formation anymore? Who knows? No, Christy Mewis is done. No, you will not see Christy Mewis with the U.S. Women's National Team again. Again, I was frankly surprised to see her training with West Ham. So, which love Christy Mewis. It's just she was barely able to crack in before. I don't see how she would at this point. No, I'm not worried about Fox today. If she's in and she's starting, she's fine because I think Casey Kruger is actually a pretty decent alternative to Emily Fox. I don't think the drop off is that bad. Hey, I know we got triple digits over on YouTube, 112. Hello, everybody. This is a good time, I guess, to tell you to like, subscribe, follow, all of those things if you're new here. So yeah, just subscribing, following, that's always good. Might as well. We do this for every U.S. Women's National Team game, and I also am live at halftime and post game as well. Okay, nice microphone. Thank you. Oh, Rugby Princess joined the team. You can also join the team on TikTok. I don't know what that means, but if you press the heart up there, you join the team. A little thing pops up and you're on the team. So that's all exciting. How do I feel about Kristen Press coming back? I thought she looked great. Oh, Tamika, thank you for joining the team. So yeah, Kristen Press, I thought she had a good few minutes. Oh, Queenie Ray, everybody joins the team when you tell people to join the team. It's pretty funny. But anyway, so Kristen Press, great game. For the few minutes she was in, nice penalty hit. I'd like to see her get some more time today against Gotham because if you were worried about not having enough footy, there's plenty more. KS, thanks for joining the team. Rugby Princess, thank you for the team band, whatever that is. Oh, and Caitlin is joining the team as well. I'd like to see Hatch get called in, yes. Let's see. Am I going to see Arsenal win in DC next week? No, because I live on the West Coast. And from my perspective, if I can go to the East Coast, I might as well go all the way back to London. It's not that much further for me. And not that much of an imposition on my time. So no, I will not be going for that. I would rather just go to the Emirates at this point. Yeah, Barcenas has potential. So Niswanger, I think, has a lot of potential. I just think that Niswanger needs to work on her individual defending a little bit more. Amy, thanks for joining the team. So her individual defending is kind of the problem. She's got a little bit of a weakness as well positionally when she recovers back. So, Monica, thank you for joining the team. So when we see her start to improve that, I think it's better. But I also think this tournament, Emma Hayes has placed her in the midfield, and I think she's been pretty good there. So Brittany Murphy is joining the team. Subscribe. Either way, subscribe. Yeah, so joining the team is, I think, it's a thing on TikTok. If you're on YouTube, just subscribe. I don't think we have a team that you can join. So let's see. Do I think the lack of subs will bite the US in the butt? We will see. But at this point, we're riding or dying with this starting 11. So let's see. Okay. Do I think? Okay, sorry. Now you're coming fast on YouTube too. Let's see. Why do I think they stopped starting Alexia and Hermoso together? I think a little bit too much like for like and wanting diversity in the midfield. That's kind of my best bet there, but I think you could still do it and it would be fun. Thoughts on Corbin staying long term? I think that's going to just depend on her development at PSG and also just the rest of the situation. I think at this point we have to assume whatever's going on behind the scenes, the team seems to have folded her back in, regardless of how we all feel about it or what we've been told publicly. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but midfield wise, playing wise, let's see what happens for her at PSG. She's got a new coach this season. Which way does she keep developing? I think the problem for her is I see her more as an 8-10, and I think the the part of the pool that is less deep is the 8-6. And so I would like to see if she wants to stay in the pool, I think she's got to work on that part of her game because I just don't think she's going to crack it at the 10 long term. So let's see. Sentnor Mel should be called in and Hatch would be fun. Yeah, I don't disagree. I think Sentnor absolutely should be called in. Mel, I don't think is quite there yet, but I think she's getting close. I hope to see Jaden Shaw play. I know everybody loves Jaden Shaw. We all love Jaden Shaw. I would like to see her good time too, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I just don't. Let's see. There was a recent article from Davidson that she was not over the Albert issue. Well, that's concerning. Not from of course I support her not being over it, but if that's what's going on behind the scenes, that's a little bit concerning. Let's see. Next player who will become locked in starter. I think if Lily Johannes chooses the US, she's going to be locked in. And she continues on her trajectory. Let's see. Yeah, I love Lily Johannes. Game is starting. Okay, are they walking out, y'all? All right, they are walking out. I do think you may see Andy Sullivan again. DeMello, I'm not sure. But Sullivan, I do think will have a resurgence here. Let's see. Yeah. Thoughts on Emma's first few games? It looks good. It looks good. Shaw said she used to play the 8. I'm curious what that would look like. I mean, I am too, but who knows? All right, y'all. So it sounds like they are walking out, which means, Rodman is better than Tobin. Thoughts? I think they're different players. I think they're just such different players. They're just different players. I think they were both very, very good. I mean, Rodman obviously currently good. Why is Ali on the U20 and not the senior team? I don't know the politics there. Cracking the senior team is just rough. It's about who you see when and who gets called in. It's just a rough thing. So no one tops Tobin. Tobin is great. Yeah, listen, when Tobin was at peak Tobin, very difficult to really have a conversation about who was better than Tobin. Tobin was fantastic. Do not disagree at all. Anyway, y'all, okay. We are, red shorts. I need to see what they look like. I saw that announcement. I was like, we have not even teased red shorts. So, okay, it's about to start. Y'all, I will see you back here at halftime. You know the drill. I'll be here on halftime on TikTok and on YouTube, and I will see you all post-match as well. Let's fucking go. Okay, YouTube, I always say bye 2 seconds. I'll see you at halftime.